Yep, it seems you've had too much ultraviolet light flood your retina. I can offer you some eye drops to try and soothe the pain, but it looks like the damage is permanent. I honestly have no idea what you're saying, but yeah, I'd say give up on your dreams, kid. Now get the hell out of my office! Inkling. The character Smash Ultimate was announced alongside with. A lot can be said about this character. Are they a kid? Are they a squid? Why weren't they in Smash 4? But most importantly, why do people main them? I just like Splatoon, I guess. That's a stupid answer. Okay, that's the simple answer. But come on, there's a lot more to this character than just liking Splatoon. I mean, for a start, just look at that fluid movement. One of the biggest draws to Inkling is just how great it feels to move around with them. In this match, because of how much control Inkling has, I'm easily able to avoid the Zelda's projectile and roll back into a quick grab. From there on out, it's a simple game of dash dancing to make my options more ambiguous, leading towards some easy damage. See, I don't like to make too many bold claims in this series, but I don't think it's even up for debate that Inkling has the best dash dance in the game. Compared to a lot of the cast, moving around with Inkling feels like butter. If you play them for an extended period of time, it can be pretty hard going back to other slower characters. It always feels like there's a momentum to them that you just can't replicate with other fighters. With your quick, slick, and precise movement, it's an easy task for even the newest Inkling mains to utilize all of these features. No other character can honestly compete. But while movement alone is good, what's the point of having that if you can't actually combo it into anything? Luckily, this is Inkling we're talking about, and their aerials are the perfect ingredient to go along with that movement, making for an amazing combo game. Hitting aerials with Inkling just has this oomph to it. Maybe it's just the sound design or how quick they come out, but hitting forward airs, up airs, or even the legendary Big Boy Spike! Yeah, they're pretty fun. All of these aerials feel great to hit. It's one of the cores of Inkling's gameplay, which also helps in making Inkling's neutral game very strong. Slower characters such as this Ganon won't find much luck against an Inkling. These moves are just way too fast for them, so it's easy to abuse this to easily kill them.
I'm the King of Darkness, and I got killed by a goddamn paintbrush!
I'd be foolish to not mention how good they are for edge guarding too. It really does make for some easy kills thanks to those 10 out of 10 air moves and their abusive long reach. By now, you're probably thinking Inkling is practically the new Bayonetta when it comes to being OP. And while they're definitely a top tier, they're not without their weaknesses. The biggest being that it can be really hard to kill with them. Much like any fast combo characters like Sheik, killing with Inkling is very tricky. You only really have one kill confirmed, which we'll get into later, but even that comes with its fair share of problems. So while it's easy enough to dish out the damage, a lot of the time you can't really do much with that percent.
Maybe you're just bad at the game.
I mean, okay, you're not wrong, but it's just an opinion. I really hope there's no comments saying that. I could go on about Inkling this way, however, every character has aerials and movement. How does that make Inkling special? But what is a mechanic completely unique to Inkling that sets them apart from the rest of the cast? It's goddamn ink, you dummy! Much like Splatoon, ink is heavily embodied into their character in a multitude of ways, making them a truly special fighter. The great thing about ink is splashing people with this stuff can get a damage multiplier of up to 1.5 times.
Now that's a lot of damage!
It makes Inkling terrifying when they can rack up damage easily. Ridley can go from a terrifying beast that strikes fear into the hearts of his enemies, to a bright neon green dragon that takes even more damage than usual. Jesus Christ, I'm green! There's many ways to ink them up. For example, you have your trusty splat gun. You can simply use your neutral B to spray them like a mad Russian on CSGO. Or be a bit more tactical and use your rapid jab to get the job done. You can get people covered with this stuff really quickly thanks to these two moves. These aren't too reliable though, and at the end of the day, people just want something easier. While Inkling does lack some kill confirms, the roller totally has you covered. There's a reason my side B game Nasty though has become a meme, because the roller can be laughably easy to use for kills. Let me show you what I mean. Fighting against a Captain Falcon, it can be hard to land a kill move on him due to his speed, and the fact I'm playing Inkling makes that 10 times harder. So, I do what anyone with half a brain would and go with that trusty side B, and after the simple 1-2, it's just that easy. Even if you don't use it to kill, it gets them inked up a little and is easy to follow up with any move. Though it is a bit awkward when it comes to cancelling it, and people can mash out of it really fast. Don't get me wrong, it's good and all, but sometimes you just need a good projectile to get the job done. The Splat Bomb fills that role completely. While getting in a good rapid jab is faster, the Splat Bomb is also very effective at getting your enemies doused in the stuff. It can be used to zone them out, edge guard, or to simply blow it in their face as they try to approach you. It makes it really easy to ink people without putting yourself at a massive disadvantage or having to get quite close to them. So those moves are pretty easy to utilize your full ink potential. But it's not only limited to your specials. You of course have your forward throw, which covers them a little. It's really good for getting that damage boost while also starting some combo momentum, seeing as it throws them forward. But I'm of course missing Inkling's smash attacks, which all have their own ink properties. From paintbrushes to ink blasters, all of them do insane damage and ink your opponents up very nicely. Paintbrush especially is great for killing. This Lucario thinks he can land safely back on stage, but not on my watch. Because of my 300 IQ brain, I can easily predict where he'll land, and set up a perfectly timed paintbrush.
Okay.
You can't spell Inkling without ink. Without it, the character would be kinda fun, but these ink mechanics put them on a whole nother level. Honestly, I just love using all of these ink moves every chance I get. Oh god. Yep, unfortunately you can run out of ink. So you go from fairly confident in your ability to play the game to, oh god, okay, get back on stage, crap, hurry. Whew. It can sometimes put you at a huge disadvantage, but as I said before, because of your amazing aerials, all you gotta do is knock them off stage to give yourself a better chance to refill that sweet precious ink, which doesn't take too long. So, we've established there's some clear upsides and downsides to Inkling. On the one hand, it can increase your damage and brings more color into the game, but on the bad side, it can run out, and honestly, it's a pain to clean this stuff up. Any questions? Speak English for God's sake! Inkling is fast, can combo easily and use ink to pretend they're not even playing Smash and are actually still on Splatoon. But, what if I told you we haven't even got to arguably the most important part of Inkling? You may think that would be ink, since, I mean come on, it's in the name. But no, it's actually personality, or more specifically, the alternate costumes. If you know Splatoon, then you'll realize Inklings are all about that fashion. They wear the most expensive hypebeast shirts. They wear the newest Yeezys. They even have AirPods. Basically, they know how to dress. And so because of that, each alt is so unique and diverse. They probably have some of the best costumes in the game simply because there's something for everyone here. If you want to keep it basic, you got the default boy or even girl. If you're a gamer girl, they got you covered, fitted with the most ridiculous headphones I've ever seen. You got this green dude with a face mask if you're a little edgy. If you like to skate, you can go as this guy. And of course, if you're a filthy weeb, you have this little gem. I'm rambling, but the point is, each alt is so diverse, so tailored to whatever your personality is, that playing as Inkling becomes this personal experience that makes you enjoy playing the character that much more. A color alt is pleasing for the eyes, sure, but this is fashion we're talking about. It's more than just a color. For some, it's a way of life. Okay, the video's been going on for a while now, so I think it's about time to wrap this thing up. What makes Inkling fun can be broken down into 3 basic things. Combos, which can be brought to life thanks to your movement and aerials. Ink, giving a unique mechanic to the game. And that fashion, because if you don't wear Yeezys and AirPods, you're clearly broke, boy. All jokes aside, Inkling ended up being an amazing character. Nothing quite beats the feeling of inking up an opponent to deal insane amounts of damage. While some may say they need to be nerfed, I think that's just the salt from being rolled a few too many times. Because with their lack of killing power, I think it more than balances out how fast they can get you to high percents. So keep on inking out there, Inkling mains, do us proud, and make sure to... Oh crap. Thanks for watching! The support on this series has been great so far, and I'm glad it's given me the opportunity to learn some new skills like 3D animation. The next episode will be Piranha Plant, since I'm pretty sure he comes out soon, so stay tuned!